Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today I have this 2014 freightliner Cascadia, and the problem that we were having with this truck was it was leaking coolant to the exhaust. That's something very unusual. Usually when that happens, we have a severe engine problem, and that was the reason why we decided to take the engine apart. There was no other way to repair there is no other way to repair problems like this. So the only way is just like taking components apart. Sometimes the EGR cooler can be the issue, but when you have massive amount of coolant leaking to the exhaust, usually you have a major engine problem. Anyway, as you can see, the engine is completely apart, and the reason why we had a coolant in the exhaust is because something damaging here. I can see them. The cylinder liners are completely like out of tolerance. They're pretty low. Of course, we need to do the seats of this engine. This is pretty low. I can barely touch any gap. It's supposed to have a specific gap. Of course, we need to measure it with the dial and see what is the measurement we're getting here. But as it is, we don't have anything. You can see here. It's pretty flat, so the coolant was leaking through, and that was causing the issue. But not just coolant leak to the exhaust, we also had a damaged cylinder liner right here. See right there, see, it's all scratched, and that usually is caused because of cylinder liner, it's damaged, so we need to replace that. We also have a damage in the rear one right there. You can see the little scratches right there. That's completely normal. But the major reason why we're doing this job is not because of the cylinder liners. The major reason is to explain you then using water instead of coolant is going to damage your engine. This is a clear example why you don't have to use water. You can see all this corrosion. Corrosion is caused because of water contamination. We also have corrosion here inside here. See, all corroded. We have coolant in here, coolant all over the place, because the corrosion of the coolant system usually is going to destroy all the seals and the materials then the cylinder liners are made, so that would be a very expensive repair to do. And at this point, that's what's happening. We have a very expensive repair. See all this full corrosion because of water contamination. But not only the engine block suffers damage, also the cylinder head also has damage, and that is something that we are going to see. But of course, right, there is something else that I forgot to mention too. Then we have a broken oil module. The owner, the driver of the truck, applied this much silicone in it, so because it was leaking from here, but it's just because we have a little hole in here, and that's caused because of corrosion as well. Anyway, we have the cylinder head right here. Mike, we have the cylinder head right here, and the amount of corrosion we have in here, you can see, is large. The full coolant jacket is completely covered in corrosion, and that one isn't. That one is clear. And this one is clear, so it is very it's like we can say like something that probably we're going to see. Then the cylinder head is broken because we also have coolant in here. See, inside the intake manifold. That's something that you don't have to have at all. This is the biggest problem you can have in your engine, coolant in the intake manifold, and that is a sign of a major engine damage. We also have some coolant debris, I'm sorry there, coolant marks here on the EGR cooler, of course, because we were having coolant contamination in the exhaust system right here. So the coolant was traveling from the exhaust all the way to the intake, and the reason why it travels like that is because the coolant always gets pushed by the piston through the exhaust valves, and the EGR cooler and the EGR valve, which is this one right here, is the one that opens and closes, and that's the one that opens the travel to the intake and redirects the coolant to the intake side of the engine, and that is what this truck was having. And the problem, and everything was caused because we found out that the truck, the engine was running with coolant. You can see the hose right here. Let me see if I can focus. It's very hard to focus because of the light, but there is a lot of corrosion in that hose, and that's you know, the clear symbol of having, see right there, see, that's corrosion, see, pure corrosion. So that's the symbol of a truck that didn't have any type of coolant in it, causing, oh yeah, we have the coolant right here on the bottom. Pay attention to that. See the color of that coolant. That doesn't even look like coolant. That looks like completely like wasted water, like dirty water from the sewers or something. That's the water that came from this engine. Can you imagine running your truck with that water? That would be really bad. You know, I wouldn't feel happy about my truck. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a small engine or a heavy-duty truck. If the water of the cooling system on your engine comes like that, that means then you have a serious problem, really bad. Anyway, here, así déjala arriba, así déjala arriba, sí, así déjala arriba. Ahí está, no, está bien, muy arriba, ahí está bien. Yeah, okay, I was saying like, okay, so I need to do a Spanish video. That's the reason why I left the cylinder head like that. Anyway, we have yeah, the problem right here. So as I say, I mean, okay, if you happen to be with a truck that has problems with overheating, and you have coolant in your system, in the cooling system, I mean water in your cooling system, I think you have to expect a major engine problem. So don't expect it's going to be cheap, a cheap repair. So it's going to be something expensive, and plus maybe you have to replace some other components that weren't part of the repair that you need to do. But you know, it's part of the deal, because the problem that you already have is bigger than what you expected. And also, it's something very important to mention is that if it is okay to use water, I will say, in case of emergency. And don't get me wrong, I mean, like, I'm saying that water is bad completely. I mean, like, I will say that water is okay to use in case of emergency, in case you are in over the road and you have a busted hose and it drain all the coolant of your engine, and you need to go to the closest city to buy coolant. It's okay to add water. I would say, like, I wouldn't mind, right? If you use water, that's the way to do it. But if you continue using the water at least for 3 months, that is going to create some type of corrosion and damage to the internal component of the engine. So just if that is the case, just be sure that you get that taken care of. The sooner the better. You remove that water, replace it, flush the system, whatever you need to do in order to keep the engine, the system completely clean and very functional. But as it is on this truck right here, we have a major problem that cannot be repaired just like that. We need to do a major overhaul, and that is going to cost a lot of money. But of course, right, we want to try our best to save as much money we can, and after that, well, I mean, that will be depending on what other faults, what other problems we find. Anyway, this is all I have to show you about this specific truck that I have here. I want to do more videos about it, problems, situations like this thing happens, and you want to come to my shop and you want to explore different options you have with me here to repair your truck, you can use the description of the video. I have the details on how to come to my shop. I have different details to how to send donations, how to contact me, and also if you're gonna go to Instagram and find me, you can find me as franciscoamaya YouTube. And as it is, this is all I have for you. And if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.